Hi everyone, it's 10:20, no it isn't, it's 10:44 on the 27th of September. I only finished filming a video 10 minutes ago, but I am of the realisation that I need to, hold on. I need a new charger cable, it keeps taking itself off charge, you're on top of my other phone. Yeah, I stopped filming 10-15 minutes ago because if you watched the last video, I think I've fixed the washing machine. I mean, that saved money if I have. It did the spin cycle fully, and then I've now put it on a half-an-hour wash because that washing's been in there since Sunday. Now if it does the full wash and the full spin, by some miracle I've fixed it, but I do think there is an issue with the spin because every now and then every now and then it plays up and like I have to respin it. Sometimes I have to spin it once, but sometimes I have to spin it 3 or 4 times. And then I might have that every time I use it for a couple of weeks and then it don't do it for months. So I think there is an underlying situation with it. But if I have fixed it, I did say to my dad that if that particular washing machine goes in the Black Friday sale, we should get it. So I think we're going to replace it because I don't want it to stop working, like give up completely in winter. And obviously if it's in the Black Friday sale and it's got a good discount on, then it would be worth getting. I made my smoothie, which I'd started to make in the last one. I got to the bit where I needed to put the smoothie maker on. And I'm having cookies and cream. And I need to make a my protein order if the offer's still on. So I can stock up on the protein powder. Because I've been having it with my protein Weetabix. And I've been putting it in other stuff. And I think it's on offer because it's not cheap protein powder. So I'm just drinking it. I'm actually really hungry. Doesn't it sound funny that I'm literally drinking something because I'm hungry? But I like the strawberry shortcake, and that's what I've been putting with my Weetabix and like porridge and stuff. But I was like, do I really want everything to taste of strawberry? Or do I want the cookies and cream, which it's kind of, it's not creamy, but it's like a creamy taste. But I can add different things to it to flavour it. Because with the strawberry one, I couldn't do much to it. So I think I'm going to get the cookies and cream. Now, it's normally for the 2.5... Well, the 1 kilogram, I'll tell you how much 1 kilogram normally is. It's $37.99. For 2.5 kilograms, it's $85.99. 5 kilograms is $154.99. If I buy the 2.5 kilograms, instead of it being £86, it's on offer for £49. Oh, and I can get it for 40... Oh, God, the dog wants to come in. I can get it for £44.10 with a coupon. Oh, I go up to the door and she walks away. She does this to me all the time. Or her trick is she'll literally come to the door, I'll let her in, I'll come sit down. As I've sat down, she's back at the door, so I have to get up again, let her out, shut the door. As I walk across the room and sit back down again, she's back at the door to come back in again. And she sometimes does that like 10, 15 times in a row, and I'm like, you're either in or out, I'm not going to keep doing this. Free shipping over £45. I had something in my basket already, that's £1.47, called a relax shot. I mean, I need a ton of those. Peach flavour with herbal extracts and essential minerals was £2.99, now £1.64. You can get a box of 12. What does it do? Sometimes our busy lifestyles can leave us feeling tired, stressed and sleep deprived. Well, I am sleep deprived. We know it's important to get the hours of sleep you need with enough rest and recovery to restore your body. That's why we created Relax Shots. Our Relax Shots are a unique combination of herbal extracts including chamomile and lemon balm, popular ingredients in herbal sleep products, that's actually true, alongside the essential vitamins and minerals, zinc, magnesium and vitamin E. Key benefits: 1,000 micrograms of lemon balm per serving. Magnesium, well, I'm on magnesium anyway. Zinc supports normal cognitive function. Suggestive use: 1 shot daily, shake well before use. I mean, I need to make it over £45 anyway. Definitely would buy it again and saw the difference with this Relax Shot. I wish they have a full package instead of the sample. Well, they do, they have a 12-pack apparently. There's only 2 reviews, but it takes my order over £45, which means free delivery. I mean, free delivery used to be £30. Oh, and I can have a freebie. Well, there's some freebies I don't want. You can have Class Pass 1 month free trial. No. 3 Les Mills plus 30 free trial and 25 discount on ongoing subscription. No. The supplement Heat edition. No. And then you can have either Impact Protein Bar and Peanut Butter, which I'm obviously going to choose. Vegan Carb Crusher in chocolate orange. No. Or Impact Diet Lean 25 grams in brown sugar. No. So I'm going to get a free peanut butter. Oh, she wants to come in again. If she walks off one more time. Right. I'll be back in 20 seconds. I'm just going to go get the rest of my protein shake. I'm back. Oh, I am cold. The back door's open, but the door to the back door's shut. Oh. So I am trying to book film because I do want 10 videos ready for the first. Even if I manage to get something edited, I just want backups just in case. Do you know the cookies and cream? There's like a flavour to it that I don't love. But I don't know if I want strawberry shortcake in everything. I like this. I actually need to get a proper cup because this is just an old... Do you know when you go to Starbucks you get a cold drink? It's just one of them. It's not like one that I've bought. I've used it for Mum's, but underneath, do you know, like the plastic bends over, it's got stuff underneath it that I can't get out, and it only holds just over half of my protein shake. That's why I always end up filling it twice. So I want to get some just for my smoothies. But even though it tastes creamy, it's not like super creamy, it's got this like almost dryness after it when you swallow, whereas I don't think the strawberry shortcake does. But do I want everything to taste of strawberry shortcake? Oh, strawberry. Like, it's alright on my breakfast, but do I want that every day? Do I want it in my porridge every day? I know a lot of people would go for chocolate, but I don't think I've ever tried the chocolate, and 9 times out of 10 I don't like the chocolate as a flavour. They do banana, which I've had, that doesn't thicken up as much as the other ones. They have chocolate brownie, chocolate coconut, which I've tried, chocolate mint, coconut, cookies and cream, Hokkaido milk, iced latte, matcha latte, milk tea, natural vanilla, which I've had, and it's very artificial. Otherwise I would have just gone for vanilla, and strawberry shortcake. And now I honestly don't know what flavour to go for, because even though this is nice, it's got like a slight aftertaste. But I just feel like it would go better with everything. So I don't know what to do, because it is leaving this taste in my mouth. See, I don't know what I want. I wish I'd tried the chocolate one, but then I don't want chocolate flavoured everything. Oh my god. I mean, I can't really justify buying both, because that would be ideal. Strawberry shortcake and cookies and cream. But having protein powder every morning in whatever form fills me up for longer and just makes me feel like I've got more energy. And that's why I want to get it, because even if I don't have the smoothie, I can put it in my Weetabix, I can put it in my porridge, I can put it in whatever I want. But it's either everything's either going to taste of strawberry shortcake or cookies and cream. Because I wouldn't choose chocolate coconut even though it wasn't bad. I've never tried the chocolate, and the banana is nice, but it's kind of, it doesn't thicken up as much. I mean, who would have thought it'd be this difficult to make a bloody decision? I mean, I don't have to make it right now. It looks like the washing machine is actually going to do a full cycle. So it means I can empty the washer when it's finished and put my next load on, because I have a lot to get through, because I had I found loads of clothes in a video the other day, and like some of it needed washing. I also had my normal laundry to wash as well. So I'm happy that washing machine sorted itself out, because I was actually thinking of going to the laundrette today on the way, like putting it in the washing machine and then take the dog for a walk, and after the walk go and pick my washing up. And that's what I was thinking of doing today. But if this cycle works, which it sounds like it's doing, it saved me a trip to the laundrette, saved me some money as well. I mean, it's not that expensive to wash your clothes, But it's like you've got to put it in a bag. I probably need several bags because I only have big shopper bags. I need one of those IKEA bags really. I ain't been IKEA in ages. But fingers crossed, everything's going to go to plan. And then I could put the next load in. I think I've got 2 loads to do after this one. So it is spinning. It's still got the thing on the screen though, saying it's not going to spin out. I don't know how long's left. I don't know if I'm going to talk until it's done. But I need to get ready and be out in an hour. I mean, it doesn't take me that long to get ready, but if I do have other bits and pieces to do, then I've got to come back and I've got stuff to do. It's bloody annoying. And like, I'm stressed out. Watch the last video to see why. And I think I'm not going to have the money I need for a certain something. I mean, God, it's sounding so dodgy. You're going to come to the conclusions, and I bet you no one's going to come to the right conclusion, but I'm not going to say what it is even till after, even when it happens, making it sound like it's something exciting. Some of you might cotton on to it, those who have known me for a long time. Some may never cotton on to it, but it's potentially going to be not when it was going to be. And that's what I'm going to say on that. I think I'm going to wear the same as yesterday. I wore this jumper and it says Overthinker on it, and I've had it years. I used to wear it a lot in winter. It's just a sweatshirt with pink Overthinker in a nice font on. You would have seen me in it if you've watched me for long enough. And I found it, and it didn't need washing. And when I wore it yesterday, I remembered that it literally picks up every bit of fluff. So, of course, my dog's constantly molting. I had dog fur on me. I had bits of fluff anyway. Even if the dog didn't molt, it just picks up every bit of fluff and it makes it look like it's not clean, but it is. So I'm going to put that on again. And I had a t-shirt underneath yesterday, and I'm going to do that again. Tucked in to jeans. It is actually colder today. Now, yesterday I thought I would need a coat or something. And when I got to where I walked from yesterday, I got out the car and I went to my boot because I've got a fleece in there, like it's a 4505 fleece, and I shoved it in there like a couple of weeks ago because I thought I was going to wear it. I don't think I did, and I was like stood by my boot. I'm like, do I need it? And even though there was a breeze, the sun was out, which made it feel warmer. And at first, even when I've got loads of layers on, I'm cold when I first set off walking. And then I warm up after about 10 minutes. And I was fine. And I was glad that I didn't wear it. And I wasn't hot, but I wasn't cold. I was just right. So I made the right decision. I think if I didn't have a t-shirt on, I probably would have been colder. And you know, like, it's just a t-shirt, but it actually made a difference. So the t-shirt was the answer. But also, if I did get too hot, which I highly doubt I would have done, but if I did, I could take the jumper off and tie it around my waist because I've got a t-shirt on underneath. So today I do think it's colder. But is it cold enough to put a fleece on? Now, it's not a super thick fleece. It would keep me warm. And it would also do you know, if it was really cold, it would keep me warmer, like. But yeah, I think I'm more likely to put it on today because yesterday, I think it was 12 degrees and it said it felt like 11. Today it's saying it's 11 all day. Like, as you go along, it doesn't change till 6 o'clock when it goes to 10. But it does say, feels like 8. So yesterday it felt like 10. So I might end up putting that on because I do feel colder sat here. My feet are cold, my body's cool. It's not cold, my legs are cold because I've just got pyjama bottoms on. So, I don't know what t-shirt I'm going to put on under it today. I had to be out for 12. Yesterday the plan was to be out for 11:30 and it ended up being like 12-ish. So I'm going to go for 12 today. I think it was 10 past 12. But if I go out for 12, I'll be back for 1:30. Then I've got quite a lot to get on with. I also have to make a phone call that I don't. Well, actually 2 phone calls. I keep forgetting I have this phone call to make. But there's this other phone call. Oh God. It's to do with the thing that I'm not going to have enough money to do whatever. So yeah, I've got to make that, and then probably going to get peed off. Oh God. Why is life never simple? Not even seen what the news is today. Is there any news? I mean, there's always news. It's just... and I don't feel 100% well, and I'm tired.
Motion detected at the front door.
What the fuck? I was just about to say I've got a delivery due today, but I think that was the postman. What is my delivery? Would it fit through the door? Have I bought anything that would fit through the door? God knows what I've bought. What did I buy? Well, that wouldn't fit through the door. There's two things due. One, I don't know if it's out. One, I know is out. I'm going to go and look what they've just shoved through the door. Hopefully it's £1 million. Oh, it's just a letter. It sounded like something big was shoved through the letterbox, and it was literally just a letter from my dad. I think something to do with his life insurance. Do you hear about people killing the partners off for their life insurance, or family members? Like, oh God, I shouldn't say that, because now everyone's going to think I'm going to kill my dad off. I know how much his life insurance payment is, and it ain't worth killing him for. I mean, I won't kill anyone anyway, but do you know when you hear, like, people end up being killed, and then there's, like, death in mysterious circumstances, and then it later find out, like, it's the wife or something, because they've got, like, £1 million insurance. My dad does not have £1 million insurance. He got life insurance to basically pay for his funeral. That's what he got it for his funeral. Because initially, I'm going to talk about what funeral he did want. I think it's changed a little bit. Well, I know it's changed, because guess who's organising it, and guess who's not inviting some people? Me. He wanted a horse and carriage, do you know, like, for his coffin. I mean, I don't know why, but he did. I mean, I think that's pretty cool anyway. He wants to go on a hearse. And he wanted a woodland burial in a wicker coffin. And I think, like, he was looking at, like, 11 grand for the funeral. And I'm like, well, I hope you've got 11 grand. Anyway, he's got a life insurance set up to pay for his funeral, but he's not having the horse and carriage thing now. If anyone's watched some of my social medias, you can have, who watches Only Fools and Horses, you can actually have a hearse and, like, in the style of the Only Fools and Horses van, and it's pulling behind it the actual van from Only Fools and Horses. Like, well, it looks like, well, the hearse thing looks like the van, and then it's pulling this trailer thing that looks like part of it that's got the coffin in. And I keep telling my dad that's what I'm going to do for him. I don't have a clue how much it costs. I should look into it, but I think that's what I want to do for his funeral, because he does have a sense of humour. He does like Only Fools and Horses, And I think that would be brilliant. But I think he's changed his mind about, well, I don't know why I'm discussing my dad's death and funeral here. I mean, he might outlive me, but he has changed his mind. Well, he's not 100% sure how he wants to be buried now. And I think someone's having an influence on him. But at the end of the day, if I'm alive and I'm in charge of the funeral, it'll ultimately be my decision what happens. And I think I will go with what he decided before he was being influenced by someone who seems to think they're going to get a share of his life insurance, even though they're just his friend. And they won't even be invited to the funeral. I'll tell you that much. They think they're going to get to the funeral, but we'll see about that. Because I'm only inviting nice people to the funeral. Once my dad told me not to invite my mum. I told her that, and she's like, well, I'm going to outlive your father anyway. And I'm like, well, according to my dad, he's going to be at your funeral. And she's like, with comments like that, he won't be. They're both determined to be at each other's funeral. And I said to my dad, the only way you're going to be at each other's funeral is if you both die and have a joint funeral. So I can't imagine how they're both going to be at each other's funeral. I honestly don't know how that's going to actually happen. Other than if they die at the same time and have a joint funeral, which isn't ever going to happen. But, yeah. He did want a Woodlands burial. And I think he's going to get a Woodlands burial because he's currently being influenced by someone who thinks he should be buried a different way. And my dad isn't normally influenced by people, but apparently they're influencing his decision. But I think I'm having the Only Fools and Horses funeral if... I don't know how much it is, if it's possible, because obviously they're not based everywhere around the country, although they do go around the country, but they might be booked on the day I want the funeral. I mean, I might not even be alive, but I'm just saying. But I think I'm going to go for it if it's in the budget. And then I think he's going to have his Woodlands burial. And now he's suddenly saying, even though he's never wanted to be cremated, this person's telling him to get cremated. He's like, oh, I'll get cremated. He's never wanted to be cremated. So, there you go again. Is he going to be cremated? Is he going to be buried? I think with me being in charge of the funeral, it'll be up to me and how much money there is and how much funerals cost when he dies, because funerals go up all the time. But if I do have to cremate him because of the cost, his ashes will be buried in a woodland cemetery. There's some cemeteries have woodland areas. But I did have an idea. I did see a couple of suggestions, because he is thinking about changing what he wants. Because I will follow his, like, if he has certain wishes, I will follow certain wishes. But if he's like saying he wants to be cremated because this person's influencing him, then I will go with what he's always told me for as long as I can remember, and I will bury him if it's obviously not that expensive by that point, because who knows, he might be around for 30 years. I mean, he'd be very old if he was, but I will bury him because that's always been his wish. But obviously if it's too expensive, then I will cremate him because whatever, but I will try and follow his wishes as much as I can. But I'm not having someone influence him, because they're not in charge of the funeral. I think they seem to think the cheaper the funeral, the more money will be left over and the more money that'll be going round, but that's not exactly how it's going to work, because I have instructions of what to do with the money, and there will be an open bar where the wake is. Well, I say that, and I don't think it will be a fully open bar, because I know what some of his friends can put away, as in how much they can drink, so I don't think I will be having an open bar. But when my dad went to a funeral recently, well, this year, it wasn't an open bar, and he was surprised because the person that died, when his brother died, he had an open bar for him, but when this man died, his wife, it was like one free drink, but you could have whatever drink you wanted. I'd be like, yeah, I'll have a bottle of champagne. Well, I wouldn't, but I think I would limit it. I wouldn't just, well, he wanted a free bar, and then he also wanted me to go into his favourite drinking place and put a set amount of money behind the bar, which I won't be doing, because then Tom, Dick and Harry will be like, oh, I knew him, or I was his mate. I will go into his favourite drinking place and I will put behind the bar enough for free drinks for a set amount of people who he tells me he drinks and talks to. But I'm not going and putting behind £1,000 like he asked me to. He can go away. I mean, but then again, 10 drinks, 3 times 10 drinks, if the average drink is £4, oh, that's not going to be that too expensive. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go and put £1,000 behind the bar, because I know what some of those lot are like. And there's one freeloader who'll be like, oh, it's meant for me, I'm having it all. That's the person that's influencing him. But yeah, I will go and put some money behind the bar, but it'd be for set people and it'd be a set amount of drinks. And then at his wake, which won't be at that place, I don't know. We'll see how much everything costs. They might only get 1 free drink. We'll have to see. Free drink for the people that he likes. Because you know people are going to turn up that he doesn't like. At the funeral that he went to, people that I know the person died, hated, actually had the audacity to turn up at his funeral. Oh, the washing machine's just stopped itself. There's me thinking, I might get to the end of the cycle. And it stopped. I think it's only stopped quite close to the last spin. Oh, I'm really dizzy again. So I may have spoke too soon. Let's put it on the spin. Let's see if it spins. I need it to spin. Oh, it's full of water again. I don't believe this. I don't actually believe it. I mean, this is a spin and drain cycle. If this doesn't work, then I just give up. There's me getting all like, yeah, it might be working. I knew I had to put it on a cycle. I knew this would be the point where it would either fail me or not. And this is a morbid thing. I'm talking about funerals and funeral plans when he might very well outlive me. So that's what that letter was. It's about his life insurance. Because it says who it's from, and I know that's who he's got his life insurance with. Because obviously I need to know for when he dies. And then I can get the money and pay for his extravagant funeral that he seems to want. I think I need a bouncer at this funeral, because there's someone I do not want at the funeral. He once upon a time told me not to invite my mum, like I said, and he actually told me not to tell certain people that he died, and I'm thinking, how do I do that? Like, you've suddenly disappeared, like, people are going to ask questions, aren't they? Oh, where is he? He's just lying down. Yeah, permanently lying down. I think this washing machine's not going to do anything. Because you can see how it's making the sound. It's meant to, the drum's meant to be going round. And it's not, it's just making that noise. So technically, the washer's not doing anything again. Oh, just spin or something. Yeah, it's not spinning. It's got the logo on, show me that it's meant to spin, but it's also still got the spin logo at the bottom with the line through. But it is actually meant to be spinning. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I don't know if you saw that, but it has got the spin logo above the time, and at the bottom it's got the spin with the line through, so it's meant to be actually spinning. Because I can hear it trying to spin it and it's not spinning. That's what that noise is. It's meant to be turning it round and it's just not working. Why? And when I put my hand on it, I can feel the motor trying to move it. It's not going to do it. just not going to do it, is it? How depressing is this bloody day today? I thought, yeah, I've cracked it. One good bit of news today. No, it's trying to spin and it's not spinning yet. It span out half an hour ago. I just don't get it. I literally don't get it, how it can work and then not work. As you can tell, I'm now fed up. I'm going to go and get ready. I mean, the timer's just going on and on and on here. It's on 7 minutes now. And it's trying to spin it, but it's not moving. Oh, God. I'm turning it off. Let's try it again. I just don't think it's going to do it. I'm just going to go and get ready because I just can't deal with it now. I've had enough. I've got an absolute crap ton of washing. I'm not going to have time to go and do it today. Now, because I've messed around with that and I've been talking. But am I? I could, I don't know. I need to... Like, I think you have to pay with coins as well. I don't think you can use your card. I don't even have any coins. I gave all my change to my dad. And he would have spent it yesterday. It's just not doing what it's meant to do. I mean, I just don't know what else to do anymore. I'm just going to leave it to just do whatever. Apparently nothing. I'm going to go and get ready in a minute. I think that's the first time I stood outside and I was trying to work out if I'm going to need to wear that jacket or not, and I couldn't tell. I'm probably not going to know until I'm wherever I'm going to go. I haven't decided yet. I actually do feel colder. What should I put on today? Because I've got a shacket. I can't even describe this material. It's like... But it's not a fleece and it's thick. Should I wear that with a t-shirt? But then if I had to wear my grey fleece, I think... 2 lots of grey, I don't know. I might just wear that jumper and then I could put that fleece on. But then I might be too... Oh, God. Do you know what? I give up today. I literally give up. Oh, and has the charger gone off again? I'm absolutely getting sick of this. I need to buy a bloody cable. It's just not staying on charge. Anyway, I'm going to end this here. If you watched it to the end, like I keep saying, well done. You deserve a badge. I might have something better to say one day. But the dog's fast asleep here. I'm going to go and get ready. I'm going to get out at 12. I'm going to go for WALAK. Might make me feel better. Might not. I might freeze to death. I might have too many layers on. I might sweat to death. Going to come home. I've got loads to do quickly. I've got loads to do in general. I need to actually write a list. I keep forgetting to write a list and then I keep forgetting to do things. But no matter what you're doing, have a great day and thank you for watching.